Hi, I'm Tannenbaum, Chief Economist for Northern Trust. Birdwatchers are most often encountered in the great outdoors, scanning the skies for rare species. But birdwatchers can also be found in the financial markets with their binoculars trained on the Federal Reserve. The use of fowl, F-O-W-L language, to describe Fed officials dates from 40 years ago, when inflation was in the double digits and very high interest rates were required to bring it back to earth. Central bankers favoring this aggressive strategy became known as hawks, while those who preferred to keep money looser to boost growth became known as doves. Fed officials have been rated along the hawk-dove continuum ever since. Thankfully, inflation has declined persistently over the past generation to the point where some think it is too low. To address the situation, the Federal Reserve has pursued an easy monetary policy for the past several years. The economic damage done by COVID-19 has forced policy to become easier still. As the Fed continues putting money into the financial system, inflation hawks have once again been seen on the horizon. The concern that the Fed will go too far has led to higher long-term interest rates. But inflation is unlikely to accelerate uncontrollably given the amount of underutilized capacity that exists in the labor market. And secular governors like e-commerce will continue to limit the pricing power enjoyed by firms. Recent comments from Fed officials reflect a desire to restore the kind of broad-based employment gains achieved prior to the pandemic. The last year has been especially hard on lower-income families and minority communities, and the Fed would like to see them share in the recovery. This will require keeping credit conditions loose for a long time to come. For all of its good intentions, the Fed cannot engineer full employment by itself. Creating opportunities and having workers in position to accept them requires a combination of policies, many of which are the province of the legislature. Access to education, strong public health, and solid infrastructure all play an important role in the process. Nonetheless, the Fed seems intent on doing whatever it can to raise the odds of strong labor markets, and in doing so, it is willing to take the risk that inflation might break containment. To some, this makes the current Fed the most dovish in many, many years. But the Fed is certainly pursuing its employment goals aggressively and with conviction. That sounds pretty hawkish to me. And that's the view from here.